This is going to be some trial and error. You're right, Past Hannah. This is going to be trial and error. I did not realize at the time how bad my phone's audio recording was, and so here I am doing a voiceover. I'm figuring it out as I go. This is me unpacking my past lives. I moved out of my parents and I'm now on my own, and they have given me all of my stuff from when I was with them. It's a lot. I wanted to record because I knew that it was going to be hard and I didn't want to cry by myself. So here we go. Here is me unpacking my past life, figuring this all out together. The first things you see me taking care of right here are not from my parents' home. These are things that I've bought and collected and haven't put away yet. The books are brand new. I just bought them. I'm waiting for bookshelves still. And everything else on top is just, I didn't have a place for it. And unfortunately, the office, which is where I'm filming, has just become storage space until we find places for things to go. So that's what these first few things are. They're just things I bought. Oh, there's also some stationery here as well. I'm addicted to the Happy Planner, and they had a really good sale going on, and they have mystery bags. I cannot stop myself from buying mystery bags. Somebody please help me. This first box included some easy things to put away. You can see the hangers right off the bat. I go and put those away in my closet. That was very easy to do. And then we have it's a board game. It was the first board game given to Joshua and I as a couple. We haven't played it much because it's not that great of a two-player game. It is Willy Wonka. It's really fun. We played it the moment we got it, but it is not a great two-player game, so we're waiting to have company before we pull that out again. But even then, it's not a game that really attracts people as much as some other games that we might like more, such as Carcassonne or any games they might bring over. So that's that. I also have some storage bins here. Those I use throughout the rest of the video to organize the things between, I think I had kitchen, bathroom. I don't remember what I organized else, but I separated the things between what they were. And then the office chair, I ended up storing electronics on because I was missing one basket for space. So that's that. I did not expect for the first box to contain tears. But unfortunately, in this first box, I happened to come across the acceptance letters and papers for my transfer college. This was a hard thing to find, and I'm almost to tears now remembering it. I had been 3 years into a 5-year program between two colleges for a biomedical engineering degree and a math physics degree. And I was in the middle of transferring when my parents decided that I would no longer go to college. And they also made this decision at college orientation. So anything that reminds me of my past college brings tears to me. And I might go more into depth in this in another video later down the road. But finding these was very hard for me. I completed the first box. It was way easier to put away than I thought it was going to be. I'm really excited about that. Let's get into box number 2. Box number 2 was full of miscellaneous things, but pretty early on I found evidence of one of my past hobbies that I was really trying to start. It was friendship bracelets. I make beaded bracelets now. They're very easy for me, but friendship bracelets for some reason were super difficult for me to get the hang of. I might revisit friendship bracelets later on, but probably only upon request, as it's super difficult for me. We'll see. And here we are with a memory of 2020. Of course, everybody remembers, or hopefully remembers, that as when we had a worldwide pandemic, my mother was one of the people who made masks. So even though this is the only mask I find in this video, I know I have probably 6. This is not one that my mom made. This one was gifted to me. But what are we all doing with our masks now? Are we holding on to them in case we get sick again? Or are we giving them away? What are we doing with these people? Please let me know. I have too many. So sorry to my family, but the owls have been a problem for a while. Here's context about the owls. So, when I was very big into watching gaming YouTubers, specifically my favorite one was Vanoss Gaming. And if you know him, you know that his mascot or costume, his appearance is an owl. And he has a very, very popular phrase, Kapuya. And so as a little thing between myself, anytime I saw an owl in public, like on a towel or a candle or anything like that, I would say Kapuya. And eventually, me and my family turned it into a contest of brownie points, which, if you know, they don't actually exist. You don't actually redeem them. But you would get brownie points for finding an owl and saying Kapuya. And this got out of hand. My family has decided that my favorite animal is an owl. It's not. And when I try to tell them that, they then go, "Oh, well, Hannah, you're like an owl. You're super duper smart." Thank you for the high expectations. This is why quitting college was so hard for me. Moving on. So now I have owl things. Too many owl things. And I think it's time to let them go. I'm so sorry, but the owls were not meant to get this out of hand. They don't fit in with my Star Wars aesthetic. They're leaving. Sorry, not sorry. this little pink box that I have here included a good bit of jewelry that I've collected in the past. Not very sentimental jewelry. I'm sorry to say, there is a Pandora necklace that I had won, and a Pandora bracelet as well from my mom and grandma and aunt, as well as, it was an anklet, but it was used as a necklace for me when I was little, when I was a flower girl in my mom's best friend's wedding. But that's all this little box is. It's just a few pieces of jewelry. Not all of them are great quality. A lot of them have turned green, or there's a cloth piece in here that it's ratty. So that's all this box is, but it was kind of an important find because I don't know what to do with this anymore. What does one do with jewelry that they don't value? Somebody tell me. This next find is a little sound and light electronics kit. When my dad found out that I wanted to go into engineering, he of course freaked out because he's a robotics professor, and this is something he always wanted for my brothers. None of my brothers found interest in it though, but I did. And so when he found that out, he pushed me hard. And so he gave me a whole bunch of electronics. He gave me breadboards. He gave me, I think you'll even see me unpack later on, a soldering kit and a voltmeter. He went wild, and he wanted me to do all these little projects from scratch. There was even a point when he wanted me to help him build a life-size robot with him, which did excite me. But he wanted me to do this while I was in college, and engineering homework is tough. I was struggling because it took up until the due date, the due minute, to complete a lot of my assignments. And so to be able to have free time to work on just a little hobby project, not a little hobby project, a huge hobby project, was very hard. And then also it was very stressful because every time I didn't do it, my dad saw that as laziness, and it would also come with a little bit of ridicule that if I didn't want this, then why do I actually want to be an engineer? My relationship with my dad is tough, as is, and so him coming and bashing on my dream because I'm not fulfilling the dream that he wants for me was very hard. And that was an even harder thing for college because everything in college that I wanted to do was not what my dad wanted me to do. I feel like I'm getting off topic, but anyway, there's a lot of things in here from my dad of what he wanted from me. And I just, because it wasn't in the right branch of engineering or something else, I never had the appeal for. So that's that. And that was another hard thing to see. And I don't know if I'll pick up those hobbies again or not. If I do, it will be on my own and not under the control of my dad. This sign here was gifted to me from one of my older friends. She went to the college I went to before I did, and when she found out that I was going to be going to the same college as her, she was very sweet and gifted me a few things, including this sign that says "Dorm, Sweet Dorm." I always teased her because the O was not connected at the top, and so to me it looked like it said "Derm, Sweet Derm." And it was a joke, and I don't think she liked the joke, but I still made it. Anyway, I don't need this anymore, so it is being given away. If anybody wants a dorm sign, please tell me, but other than that, I'm probably just giving it to Goodwill. This is another hard find for me. I had found all of my note cards that were chemical symbols, compound symbols, and names, and then also all of my note cards for anatomical connections between muscles and tendons and all those wonderful study notes that my professors encouraged me to make study cards for. I held on to these because I didn't know when I would need them for my future classes, so I kept them. And so now I have study cards that I actually don't think I'll be returning to or using again. And it's very hard because I still have people in my life who want me to continue my engineering degree, but I just don't see how it's possible. So I don't know what to do with these cards. I don't know if I should give them away to somebody who might need them, or if I should keep them in case I do get the passion back for engineering. This is tough. This is really tough. I had also found in this last box a whole bunch of pill containers. My dad is a vitamin guru to the point where he gifted me a bottle of vitamins this past Christmas. But these are vitamins left over from college. They're probably not even good. And I also found a whole bunch of empty pill bottles from when I was on medication. People who medicate, what do you do with your leftover pill bottles? I know there's a way to donate them. Do you donate them, or do you keep them for storing other things? Please somebody tell me ways to recycle these, because I don't know what to do with them all. Here's another thing I found from college. It is a graphing calculator. This graphing calculator my dad gave to me because when I was taking differential equations, my professor heavily encouraged this specific calculator, and I could not grasp it. So I'm probably getting rid of this calculator because I didn't even use it in that class. I hated it, and I liked my first calculator so much better. I actually don't think I'll get rid of my first graphing calculator because I liked it so much. I don't know what I would use it for. It might be gifted to somebody if I know somebody who ends up needing one. The only thing is it's pink, so I might get them a new set of covers. But, yeah. I don't know why, but I want to keep my graphing calculator. Don't have a use for it yet. I might. We will see. what I found here were the cards that I had made to help me keep track of assignments in college. This is something that I'm surprised I did not figure out until my third year of college, but it was so incredibly helpful that at some point I would like to make a video on all of the study techniques that actually worked for somebody who could not focus on assignments or had trouble with making sure they took breaks. These things took years for me to figure out, and so I would love to share them with people. I just don't know who I could share these with. Yeah, I don't know. But my tactics, I think, could be helpful for people in high school. It could be helpful for college age, probably even master's programs. I think some of them can even be applied to life. I'm sure I can find a way to do that. Yeah, these trackers were very, very helpful, very reusable as well, and I'd love to share them. Please tell me if you're interested in these things, because I would love to share these things. I don't think it'll make me emotional because it's about college. I think it would make me really happy to share these things with people. I was very impressed that I actually managed to complete all of those blue boxes and to go through all of them in one sitting. I actually don't think I was anticipating that I would do that much when I sat and filmed this video. So I'm just really impressed with myself that I got that far. Yes, it took me an hour, but you know, progress is progress, even if it's a little bit. The fact that I even sat down and went through one box is amazing. I went through 3. So I'm really proud of myself. If that. Yeah, I'm proud of myself. I managed to snag a photocopier and printer from my parents. They let me take this with me to college because in my second and third years of college, I ended up needing to copy and print out color notes for my anatomy classes. And the professor was well aware that it would use up all of our printing funds, but I was not going to let that happen. So my parents were very nice and gave me a good compact copier and printer that would do color. And I wanted to snag that for myself because I have a whole bunch of pen pal things that I would love to print off of my computer. So I snagged that last minute. When they asked me, I immediately said yes. So I'm very happy to have that, even though I don't know where it's going to go yet. I had also been given my nail polish collection. Very few of these colors did I buy for myself. I surprisingly actually enjoy doing my nails. I'm not great at it, but after I've completed a set and it stays for more than a day, I actually end up being proud of myself. And bonus points, Josh likes it. So even though I was very happy to start over a new nail polish collection from scratch and was actually anticipating to not gain back any of this nail polish, now here I am with more nail polish. We'll see if what gets used up. I actually might end up gifting some of them to my friends. If they want nail polishes, I will be more than happy to give them. I also have a whole bunch of makeup bags. My mom and me, when I was younger, we would visit Ulta often, and Ulta would often have promotions where if you spend a certain amount, you get a makeup bag full of goodies. I actually do enjoy a lot of these makeup bags, but this is another thing where I don't need so many, and I might end up just giving them away to my friends when they come over. I actually don't mind doing this. I need to work on my gifting. So I feel like starting off with little spa bags for at least my girls when they come over, to give away a makeup bag and some face masks and nail polish wouldn't be the worst thing in the world, and I'm hopeful that they will appreciate it. I started another box, but spoiler warning, I do not complete this box. You'll find out why at the end of the video. And this is where you see proof that I have my parents' hoarder tendencies. This is a little thing of buttons. Yes, it's a reused Nerds container, but now it has buttons in it. Before, I was gifted wax seal sets. I had this idea to melt crayons and put buttons in place of wax seals on my pen pal letters, but buttons are not as useful as I thought for pen pal letters. So I don't know if I'll keep these or if I'll donate them, because I know people will buy buttons from thrift stores and stuff. I don't know. I'm not sure. I might try the button thing again now that I have actual wax, but it feels wrong to not use my seals. I guess it's just if it pops up, it pops up, but I don't know why I keep so many buttons. I don't even know what I would do with the buttons apart from pen pal letters, and I don't think my pen pals appreciated the buttons that I had given. Unless they did, then they can tell me, but I'm not sure. Not fast on my mom, but she said she went through my stuff. She said she went through enough not to feel intrusive, even though I was fine with her going through my stuff. But here, I just got a little basket of the strangest things. I found the necklace to one of her brat's boys that she had given to me when I was younger. And I thought we got rid of all that stuff, but clearly not. Now I have just a random Bratz Boys necklace that I'm getting rid of. And she also gave me the chain to my childhood bedroom's fan, ceiling fan. I don't know why I have that. I threw that away. I don't need that. Mom, why did you give that to me? She also gave me a whole bunch of DS games and accessories, and it's really funny because out of all of my siblings, I was the only one who did not have a DS. There were times when I was gifted a DS, but it broke so quickly that it never lasted and it never got replaced. My brother's got replaced instantly. Mine never did. And during the pandemic, I had found one of my brother's old DS's. I think Josh even gave me his old DS. And so during the pandemic, I got into DS games. But now I have DS games, DS styluses, DS accessories, but no DS. And so I don't know if I'll pick up DS again. If I do, I'm getting new games because the games that I played during the pandemic were rather boring and really hard to figure out. So we'll see. That might be a video on its own of me reintroducing myself to the DS. I found my favorite pair of scissors. Is it weird to have a favorite pair of scissors? I love these scissors so much. I use them for everything. I would like them to just be stationary scissors, but I don't know what's so special about these scissors. They're so wonderful to me. At one point I had 2 pairs of them, but I'm just happy to have 1 pair. Earlier in the video, I also found my favorite pencil sharpener. I'm never getting rid of that pencil sharpener. Am I weird for having these things? For having favorites of scissors and pencil sharpeners? Let me know. Either way, I don't care. They're so good. I found the box to some really awesome Book of Boba Fett trading cards that my brother gave me. He gifted me the coolest trading cards of all time, and I love them. And I have never had any duplicates of any of the sets he gave me except for the Beginner's Bible trading cards. Those ones I did get duplicates, and I meant to give to my cousins. But anyway, he gives the coolest trading cards. He works at so many trading card shops and game shops that he finds the coolest things, and I always love when he gives me trading cards and stuff like that. They're so cool. Anyway, I couldn't find the cards, but I have the box, so I'm sure the cards are around here somewhere. I'm sure they're actually with my amiibo cards, but I didn't see them, so I'll look again. We'll probably find them in another video. Little sentimental item, and I'm happy to have it back for some stupid reason. It is the measurements for Joshua's ring size. I have told a few people this. I have had Joshua's engagement ring for a while. I know his ring size. I've gotten him rings in the past. So why do I keep this little itty bitty piece of masking tape? I don't know. I think it happened to be in my wallet when we had got officially sized years ago. And so when we got sized, I pulled it out, and I think it was already his measurements. And I said, here, I have this piece of tape. We can just write it down on this piece of tape. And it's so stupid, and it was in my wallet for such a long time. But I love that I have it. It's a really cute memory for me. I don't need it, but I'm keeping it. This is the QR code for my friend Evelyn's social media pages. Please go check her out. She is honestly an inspiration to me, and I love what she does. I will always push her stuff. I'm sure I'm going to do a video later of her planners that she made and her how to set goals tracker. It's wonderful. Please go check her out. She's lovely. And if you love pink, you're gonna love her. I think this is the last thing in this video that made me cry. I hope it is. But I had found a butterfly clip from my friend's funeral. And I was not expecting to have any sentimental things left of hers. But this really shocked me to find. And I still don't know what to do with it. Josh found it the other day and he goes, "Oh, this would be a cute hair clip. Where did you get this?" And I went, "It's from Carrie's funeral." And he goes, "Oh, I'm sorry, Hannah. But what do you think about it being a hair clip?" And I go, "I don't know. We'll see." So this was a surprising thing to find. But I'm happy I found it. Honestly, I am. Unfortunately, my phone ran out of storage, so this is the end of the video. Thank you if you have watched it. I'm sure it is a long video. I haven't fully edited it as of recording this voiceover, but please let me know what else you're interested in seeing from me. I'm hoping to upload a lot more in the next chapter of my life, which has started now, and I'd like to bring you all along with me. So thank you so much for watching. Please let me know how I can improve. If you're technological, let me know on that end. That would be great. And then let me know what else of my life you're interested in. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you maybe in another video.